Did you know that the dark side of pride is what leads to conflict in marriages? Did you know that the dark side of pride is what leads to lack of intimacy in marriage? Today, we're going to be discussing on the topic pride. In marriage, we need to let go of our pride. It doesn't matter who is wrong or right. The end game is winning in that marriage. And how do you win in the marriage? Both of you are at a long lasting peace together in that marriage. It's not about who is right or wrong, it's about having the best result at the end of the day. Pride is one of the things that has actually spoiled so many marriages, so many relationships across the globe. Why? Because this other party is not willing to let go or willing to say, I am sorry. Some people go as far as saying, I do not know how to say sorry. And in marriage, there are some basic things you need to learn even before entering into that marriage, which is thank you, I am sorry, please. All of these things are very essential in your marriage because sorry goes a very long way to the other party. Sorry helps build more intimacy. Sorry helps you to understand where your partner is coming from. Sorry stops so many conflicts that the devil is trying to make come up in your marriage. Sometimes some conflict stretches beyond measure. Why? Because of pride. It's not because those things cannot be reconciled. It's not because those differences cannot be reconciled, but because pride are setting into that marriage and nobody is willing to let go. I am right, I am right, and nobody is willing, none of the party is willing to let go of the situation. And this lingers on for a very long time, and that is where you hear the word irreconcilable differences. And that is where we tell couples to go their separate ways before it turns into something bigger. Now you might ask, how can you stop pride in your marriage? The simple answer is humility. Humility is just the opposite of pride. And that is what you need in your marriage. You need to be very humble. I'm going to share a very brief story with you. There was a particular time I was so upset and I was not willing to say the word sorry because I was on my right, as I thought I was on my right. But humanly speaking, I was on my right. But you know what baffled me? The Lord dropped a scripture in my heart. And when I opened it, I saw the word Moses was an humble man. And I was like, okay, if Moses was humble, what has that got to do with me? And I heard the Lord clearly. You need to be humble. And at that point in time, what I did, I went to the other party and I said, I am sorry. And after that point, I realized that humility goes a very long way in marriage. Humility goes a very long way in friendship. Humility goes a very long way in that relationship. Let us look at what Philippians chapter 2 verse 3 talks about here. It says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, but in humility consider others better than yourself. But in humility consider others better than yourself. You need to stop thinking that you're better than others. You need to stop thinking that you're on the right all the time. You need to stop thinking that it is only your idea that matters. You need to stop thinking that you are the only person that knows how best to solve that problem or how best to make that particular thing work. You need to stay humble in that relationship. You need to stay humble in that marriage. Humility is the antidote to pride in that your marriage. Humility is just the antidote to pride in that marriage. There is no two ways about it. I know you were expecting me to share so many tips with you on how to cancel or how to stop pride in your marriage, but trust me, this is just the one antidote I am here to share with you, because that was the one antidote that the Lord opened my eyes to, which is humility. You need to be humble, because there no two-person can be right at the same time. No two-person can be right at the same time. Is either you're right or you're right, and this person's perspective matters, your perspective matters, but you, one person has to let down their guard for there to be an easy flow of communication. Let's take for instance a ship. You need just one person to turn the wheel in that ship. If there are two captains in that ship, what do you think will happen to that ship? It will eventually capsize or head for the rock. But if one person is actually turning it, the other person is also watching from the sideline, there is always a balance. So in marriage, let go of your pride today. In marriage, embrace humility, because humility is the only antidote to pride in your marriage. I hope this helped. If it did, please click on the like button, and also don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. God bless you. Until I come your next time, have a great day, guys.